Yo, what's up? My name is Ryan, but a lot more people know me as Shookia, and I am definitely not the top-rated three-point shooter in the world right now, and easily the worst YouTuber out there. So before I get into why I haven't been making a lot of YouTube videos recently, and why I've just been streaming occasionally at night, I want to see if you guys are having the same problem I am having with Danny Green here. So in 2K15, if you have noticed, it seems like freestyle mode more closely matches online quick match. The head-to-head. So if you're like me, you've been practicing and you're seeing a much closer similarity to the shot releases online as opposed to freestyle, because in the past, 2K13 and 2K14, you couldn't really practice because the timing seemed a lot different, and it doesn't really seem like it matches up that much as well still in this year's freestyle. Like maybe the game speed is a little bit off or a little bit different, but for the most part it's relatively similar. And when I play, before I go online, I'll practice three-pointers, I'll practice jump shots with the team I'm going to play with first, just as a little warm-up. And it seems, okay, it seems that Danny Green cannot get an excellent release outside the three-point line, at least in Superstar Simulation, as you can see right here, which is what I think the online quick match head-to-head is set at. I think it's actually impossible, or damn near impossible, for Danny Green to get an excellent release outside the three-point line. I think this year they added the little notch, which is really nice. It adds a little bit more skill to the game, I think, for shooting. And I think there's a delay. For each player, there's a little gap, like maybe a 1.3 second delay from the time you hit X till the perfect release, and there might be a little gap, let's say 1.3 seconds to 1.4 seconds. If you hit it in there, or there's like a little millisecond gap, that's where the perfect release is at. And if you get it timed like right in there, that's where the excellent release is at. And I think Danny Green's is like exactly on like only one number once you get to like Superstar, because it's almost impossible to hit a perfect or hit an excellent release with this shot outside the three-point line. And I'll show you. Take a couple shots at the top of the key here, and I was in a zone. Like not in a defensive zone, but I was like in a zone where I was just like dribbling up, and I was like knocking down threes, hitting excellent releases. But Danny Green, for some reason, cannot hit an excellent release no matter how close I get it to that notch. And there's a couple of people on the stream that were like giving me tips, like, well, maybe it's because Danny Green's such a good three-point shooter, or maybe you're just fucking awful at the game. Whatever it is, it just doesn't seem like Danny Green can hit an excellent release. Like, he can still make a good percentage of his shots, but even if I head to a hot zone here, you'll see that I still can't get an excellent release to save my life. And I'm going to show you that it's just Danny Green, and post in the comments if you know any other players that are like this. But no matter how close, you can see, no matter how close I get it to that middle line, I do not get an excellent release. And this kind of screws you up, because if you get the timing perfect, you should be able to make the shot. And even like that looks like, I don't even see any gap in that yellow and white line, but it doesn't give me an excellent release. But let me show you now. As soon as I step inside the three-point line, I can start getting excellent releases. So let me take a couple shots here, and then I'm going to shoot with someone else who's also a higher rated three-point shooter than Danny Green. So now you can see I get an excellent release. I take a step back, and I'm not going to get any more excellent releases. I might make the shot, but I'm not going to get any releases. So I'm going to issue a challenge along with this video. If you can get an excellent release outside the three-point line, right about here, I'll give you a 10-point or a $10 Microsoft gift card for Microsoft points or whatever. Okay, so if you can do that and you can prove it, and you can go in slow-mo and show me that you're behind the line, you will be our contest winner for this. But I think, you know, tweet this to Ronnie2K or LD2K or someone that can get in touch with the development team, because I want to hit a lot of excellent releases with my man Danny Green and the Spurs, because the Spurs are an awesome team to play with this year. So let me go into substitutions real quick, and I'm gonna go with so let me show you. Okay, so I'm gonna hit Y. You can see the standing three-point. Danny Green's an 87. Boris Diaw and Patty Mills are both higher than Danny Green, as well as Matt Bonner and Marco Bellinelli. But let's do Patty Mills. Okay, so I'll even go and do a cold zone at the top of the key, and I can show you I can hit excuse me, sorry, that I can hit excellent releases with Patty Mills. Okay, so let me just line this up. And the very first shot, the very first shot I take, I get an excellent release. Okay, so this is Superstar Simulation. And let me do one more thing. I'll just take a couple more, just to show you that it's easy, but it's not as hard as it is with Danny Green. So these are pretty close for the most part. So there's another one. Okay, so Danny Green is a troll when it comes to this game. Okay, so let's go. I want to go back to Danny Green, and I want to show you that it's right when you hit Superstar Simulation. So we're gonna go to, let's just go to Rookie and Casual. Okay, so it's not his release; it's something with the settings. Okay, so like this is obviously really easy to get 3-point. Like this, you could just do this all day. It's not even fair. All right, but there's something wrong with Superstar Simulation, okay? So let me go back to Superstar Simulation. We're going to go to a hot zone one last time. And, oops, I want to go to Simulation. I actually tried it. Oh, okay, so here's a caveat. You can actually get an excellent release outside the 3-point line with a dribble pull-up, okay? So look, okay? I'm going to try my best to hit one of these perfect releases, okay? And you know you get in those zones when you're just like dribbling up to the 3-point line and you're just nailing everything with everybody on your team, right? But it seems like Danny Green, it's just not possible with him. So let me try to show you what I'm talking about here. But if you use a dribble pull-up, you can actually get an excellent release, which like kind of blew my Twitch chat away. They were like, "What the hell is going on?" Okay, so you can't do anything. You can't get an excellent release with a regular standing 3. But let me get it here, and we'll end the video. Let's see here. I just want to get this video shown to someone who can like actually do something about this, because if the delay on Danny Green is like non-existent for his, like you have to get it absolutely perfect. That's a little bit ridiculous. So these are obviously going to be a little bit hard, but I think I've gotten a few of them, a few perfect releases. So let's try to get one, just to show you that the standing release is what's really messed up. I'll go over here to the left side too, but the left, or the drifter on the right side is definitely a lot easier to time. So I'm just gonna go back and forth. Hopefully this doesn't take 8 minutes. I'm gonna take 10 more shots. If I don't get it, then we're just gonna end the video. You get the point. Danny Green is glitched. So make sure you post in the comments if you know any other players that are like this. Oh man, I thought for sure that would be the one. But for the most part, I think that this Danny Green's shot release is the only one that you can't get an excellent release which is kind of frustrating because he's such an awesome 3-point shooter. See, there you go. So I don't know about you guys, but I can get one with a dribble pull-up, but no matter how hard I try, I just suck too much at this game apparently. I can sit here in a hot zone all day and just try as hard as I can, but I just can't like that. Like I can't do it. It's impossible for me. Or I don't know. My thumb is just not meant to shoot with Danny Green. I'm gonna take one more shot. And then I'm going to move up to the free throw line. Oh, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's just get this one. And then look at this. As soon as you step inside the 3-point line, give me one, guys. Guys, thank you. As soon as you step inside the 3-point line, hold on, let me stop sucking. Let me get one. Okay, Danny Green's shot is just impossible, I guess, to get perfectly. There you go. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys can explain it to me. But post in the comments if you know any other players that are like this. And thanks for watching.